it is the most influential tech event in the world, and it kicks off today. We're talking about the 2022 Consumer Electronics Show. Tech expert Marc Saltzman, host of Tech It Out, is bringing us a preview of CES. How you doing, Marc?
Hey, good morning, Eric. Yeah, it's the 55th annual Consumer Electronics Show. Some are attending in person in Vegas. Truthfully, I'm one of those many who decided to cover the show remotely, just to err on the side of caution.
Sure,
very cool stuff.
Nice to have options, that's for sure. Let's talk about this life-saving robotics robot from Hyundai. Is there a product out there? I've heard some chatter about this.
Yeah, why don't we start with that? Yeah, so Hyundai, of course, a very successful car company that's evolving into a robotics company of sorts as well. You know, they acquired Boston Dynamics a year or so ago. So what we're seeing here is called mobility of things. So it's said to power everything like passenger pods or people movers to transport you from one place to another, to robots like that. That's Spot, by the way, this four-legged robot that might be able to help you around the garage or in warehouses or as a surveillance bot. We're seeing health tech applications, and these robots can all talk to one another as well. I mean, really mind-blowing tech that Hyundai has unveiled here. So really evolving as a company. And on a related note, speaking of automation, Fisker is showing their new Ocean EV or SUV that's coming later this year with a lot of intelligence as well, autonomous driving aids, including radar, which has better resolution to see further in front of you and distinguish objects sooner. What that is there is a solar roof, which can deliver up to 2,000 miles of range a year with sunlight alone. How cool is that?
Wow.
It also has a 17-inch rotatable screen on the dashboard, which is a world's first. Doggy windows in the back. Especially ideal in hot climates like near San Diego. And it will be out later this year, starting at under $30K after tax credits for the Fisker new Ocean.
Cool.
Really cool stuff.
So you don't have to charge that one because of the roof, right?
Yeah, it's so smart. I think that's just a glimpse into where we're going. 100% renewable energy.
We talk a lot about streaming services, right, and the partnerships to make that ever easier, right? And Sharp, Roku partnering up.
Yeah.
Are we, did we lose him?
Be able to pick up, you're going to be able to pick up an HD or a 4K TV with Roku baked in, so you do not need a separate stick or box or anything. And of course, Roku is the #1 platform for smart TV operating systems in the country for the second year in a row, in fact. So you have a personalized home screen now. You can use your voice to search across all your services. Over 200 live streaming services now, which a lot of people may not know about. And even the Roku channel itself, which is free, has over 80,000 free movies and TV shows. They're ad supported. So going to be a lot of bang for your buck when those debut. I love those products that are super cool, but you don't have to mortgage your house to afford. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, that's for sure, Marc. You know that the gamers are always paying attention to what's new in 2022. There's an interactive gaming table I know you wanted to touch on.
Yeah, this is so awesome. From a company called Arcade 1UP. You probably know them as the company that makes those arcade game replicas, those arcade cabinet replicas. But now, as the name suggests, Infinity Game Table has you sit with up to 5 other family members or friends to play classic board games digitally on its 24 or 32-inch HD touchscreen. It could be Monopoly, Scrabble, Battleship, Candyland. These are all built in, over 60 of them, or you can download other games. It has Wi-Fi. What we're looking at here is Harry Potter Wizard's Chess. So you can download new games, but you get 66 with the system itself. Play against others over the internet if you like as well. And it has haptic feedback. So when you roll the dice in Monopoly, for example, you're going to feel that slight vibration under your fingertips.
See,
super smart. It's available for $6.99.
The problem at my house, Marc, is that with between the 3 kids that I have, we'll lose one of the pieces to the board game. You know, the dice or the chips or the pieces.
Yeah, that's
everything's right there digital. I like that.
Exactly. And you're not going to step on a Battleship piece and swear, swear a blue streak.
Yes, that is not good. Also cool technology when it comes to simple things just like brushing our teeth, right?
Yeah, and again, technology that used to cost a lot more now sort of democratized. This is the OralB platform. It uses I/O technology, but with the IO4 and IO5, under $100 each this year, but it does give you that smart pressure sensor. We're looking at here the Rainbow Celebration light when you brush for 2 minutes. It's got 4 different brush modes, and perhaps the coolest feature is that it'll wirelessly talk to an OralB app on a nearby smartphone or tablet and show a 3D track tracking of like a mapping out of your mouth, and it'll show you where you're brushing and where you're not by using those sensors in the handle. It'll know where you're spending, it'll say like, Eric, you're brushing too much on the top left, or you're not brushing enough on the lower right, that kind of stuff. Very smart, under $100 a pop.
That would be also good, I think, for the kiddos, the older ones anyway, they can have the electric toothbrushes to make sure that they are actually brushing all of their teeth, because it's amazing,
that's right.
In the 2 minutes they just
sneaky moms and dads can access the app to see if they actually were brushing for 2 minutes.
That's awesome. Look, I know you've been attending CES for a long time. Boy, the entire show has had to prove how much they know about everything digital, because they have to offer it digital, right? They've got to be up on all of that.
Yeah. I think it was smart for them this year to have a hybrid approach. Not everybody's comfortable traveling just yet. So, it's a shame that some big companies decided to pull out of an in-person presence. But, I think it's great that it's a best of both worlds, if you will. If you want to go to Vegas and kick the tires, which I would prefer, obviously, to actually see these products with my own eyes and touch them with my hands. But I like that I'm able to cover this remotely. I'll be on KFI. I know you can pick it up in San Diego, talking about tech all throughout the week. So there's some benefits for doing it remotely as well. And as you can see, they're all showing these wares on websites and virtual press conferences as well.
It's still going to be the show that you've gotten used to in person, right? They're not holding anything back.
No, exactly. Yeah, I've been attending since the 90s. Yeah, the show has been around for 55 years, and I think it still is going to continue to be the place to see all the breaking tech that you use on a regular basis. The smartphone, the DVD player debuted here, flat screen TVs, the Xbox, camcorders, everything, all these pop culture devices over the past 50 years made its initial debut at CES, and that's going to continue from smart homes to autonomous vehicles, robotics. It's pretty wild stuff.
Marc, where can people follow you and Tech It Out?
Yeah, thank you. So Tech It Out is both a syndicated radio show and a podcast. And on social media, again, it's Marc Saltzman, Marc with a C, Saltzman with a Z. And I link to all my articles on USA Today and AARP, Costco Connection Magazine, all the places I freelance for.
We got to run here, Marc, but real quick, your one device or gadget that you think is the coolest at the show?
Arcade game table, the Infinity game table from Arcade 1UP. That to me, cool. I'm a gamer, but my wife's like, I prefer board games. Now it's like, right in the middle, sweet spot.
Not just something for mom, not just something for dad, not just something for the spouse or the loved one, something for the whole family there. I like that gaming table idea. Awesome. Thanks as always for joining us, Marc. Sure appreciate it.
Likewise. And to you, happy and healthy New Year.
You as well.